like certain investors are never going to make a huge hit on the investment. And that's okay. They are safe, slow and steady investors. Once you make a huge hit, I think anybody that's rich should invest like that. But before you're rich, I think you need to get to the point. And how you get to the point, that's up to you. But one way is to try to find yourself a multi-bagger. Now, we are all excited with Hopium on Palantir. And Palantir is probably overvalued today based on everything we know today right in front of us. However, there is so many things that we don't know about that's going to be announced, in my opinion. And then all of a sudden, is Palantir still overvalued? What if they come out on the next earnings and instead of coming in at 12, 13%, they're not even going to come in at 18%. Let's say the next earnings, they come in at 20%, 20%, 25%. It's possible. If there really is that much demand for artificial intelligence, Palantir can absolutely smash expectations. Not to say it will happen. Guys, let's be real. But they have a huge possibility for this. You know, and we got beat up for so long. That it feels good for the price to go up. It feels really good for the price to go up. I am super excited. That's another thing. This is huge. If we can keep running up to S&P 500, it's a big if. Guys, let me just make it clear. It is a very big if. And I am just excited for today and the last month or two or year to date. But if we can keep running up, and then at the end of the year, it gets announced we were accepted to S&P, in May, the next year, right? So this year, we're going to get announced at the end of the year, we are going to be accepted to S&P. 2025 would be the actual, 2024 would be the actual time we get accepted in S&P. If that happens, not only are we going to have this major run-up, but the stock can go more, right? So there are a lot of catalysts to Palantir. And nobody really knows what Palantir can do for everyday businesses. So right now, Palantir has around 15% of Fortune 1000 companies, which means around 150 of them. There's so much room to grow, 850 more clients of the Fortune 1000. However, if they're going to build this AIP product, all of a sudden companies are like, hold on a second, AIP might be for us. Maybe full Foundry was not for us, but maybe Foundry and AIP is for us. Now, people don't know what Palantir does. Till today, most people don't know what Palantir does. However, if they can show a model of what Palantir does, that'll be good. 2 more quarters maintain S&P inclusion, so that will just be a buying frenzy among. I think so too. Now Palantir just needs to they need to make sure it happens. So Palantir is. I heard that they're firing like 75 people from the UK office. This can mean many things, but I believe that they're trying to get lean to increase their profitability. They must keep hitting GAAP profitability. They must. By all means, they must hit GAAP profitability. Like, if they don't, fucked. Like, you guys want to hear a bear case scenario? If Palantir does not hit GAAP profitability and we do not get S&P 500 in the next 2 quarters, bad. Very, very bad. So I think by any means necessary, Karp and company are going to make sure that we have a very, very good earnings. Okay? Now, one might ask, well, how do you make sure we have a good earnings? Well, there's a lot of fancy accounting. There's a lot of moves you can make, and there's a lot of ways you can run your business. So if you know you need to make a certain number, you can adapt and move and shift things around from other departments. Yeah. They have been sandbagging their numbers, in my opinion. I don't think that they were sandbagging their numbers, to be quite honest. I think they were, listen, Alex Karp said this so many times before. He goes like, look, sometimes we have ups, sometimes we have downs. But he's like, from doing this for 20 years, over the course of 10 years, we will be seeing approximately a 30 to 35% year-over-year growth. He said that. Because he says when new products hit, it takes off. So AIP could be that new product that takes us off. Now, if Palantir comes in with earnings of 20, 25%, you know what I mean? Do you think it will go back to 9s in the short term? Bro, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. That's the God's honest truth. At this price, it's fully valued. It's at $30 billion. And I was comparing Palantir to ChatGPT, OpenAI, which is valued at $30 billion. And now Palantir hits $30 billion. At this point, I believe Palantir is fairly valued. What happens later, I don't know. I am not selling because there is so much hype and the whole sentiment changed. So that's another thing. Everything goes by multiples, right? So if the entire sentiment is changing of the market, if all of a sudden Snowflake sucks and it's all about artificial intelligence, which Snowflake is not artificial intelligence, right? And all of a sudden Palantir can do a ChatGPT-like model for your business, and they're the only ones that can do it. Databricks is trying to do it, so on and so forth. But they're not going to do it like Palantir. And Palantir can showcase this, not PowerPoint, but Palantir is going to showcase this in AI Con, right? Now, call me crazy. I wish Palantir changes their name to AI.P. So Artificial Intelligence Palantir. That's what I want them to be called, AI.Palantir. You guys might think I'm crazy, but look what's happening to C3 AI. So besides for actually the merit, which they have the merit, I want to be very clear, let's get more hype around it. Generational wealth, that's my goal. That's my goal as well. I need to make a certain amount, and then I'm going to invest it into a very, very safe portfolio that's going to be very, very boring dividend type investing, short-term treasuries, bonds, REITs, things like that. But I will always hold a piece of my portfolio for Palantir and Palantir-like positions, you know? That was my goal. But from now till getting to the goal is two different things. So we'll see what's going to end up happening. Right now, I still held all my shares. I think out of all the YouTubers that talk about Palantir, I think I have the largest bag so far. Remember, a lot of YouTubers don't talk about how much shares they have and things like that. So I think I am the largest holder of Palantir for the YouTubers, which I'm proud of. Adam, you have any leaps? Yeah, I have a lot. I have like 100 options on Palantir. So most of my options are for higher amounts, and they got decimated. They were like down 90-something%, but now they're down 50%, 70%. So they're coming back. I do have some leaps that I'm positive on. For example, I have leaps in my Robinhood. I do have some leaps here. So I have some options right here. So I have this one for 2024. I think this one I'm down on. No, this one I'm up. So I'm up 92% on this one, right? This is for January 19th, 2024. My break-even point was $8.70. I only have 2 of those contracts, unfortunately. I have this one, which I'm down on. This is, yeah, my break-even would be $26 by 2024. I am currently down 76%. However, I think I'm going to get a lot closer to breaking even over here. And if I come closer to breaking even, I will end up selling this. That's one. And then I am positive on this one. This one, I am up $2,300. My break even was $10.58, and I actually have 5 contracts for this one. Besides for this, I have other accounts, obviously, with Palantir that I don't show, but this is the accounts that I'm comfortable showing you guys. Yeah, so I do have options, and then I have about 100 other call options, and those are varied. But I think as we're getting a little closer, I am starting to become more closer to positivity. If Palantir hits $20 by the end of the year, I will be positive in totality between my call options. I don't know the exact number. I'm just throwing something out of my head. It could be lower. It could be like $18. It could be $16. It could be $22. Not 22, but yeah, something like that. So yeah, I have a bunch of options.